Welcome back to Mama J's Country Gardening. I'm in Mama J's Country Kitchen. And it's a beautiful day. It's really getting close to the fall. Believe it or not, it's feeling like fall. Leaves are dropping. It's a Carolina Reaper. Leaves are dropping. The air is beautiful. It's a little crisp, but not bad. Still get away with short sleeves. Maybe put a hoodie or a sweater over top of that, and before you know it, you're feeling too warm. So I'm showing you right now just a short video, short as I can make this, what I'm going to show you I am doing. Now, I have a mountain of tomatoes of all different sizes, all different shapes, and I've been leaving them on my kitchen counter so that they can ripen. And so many have here, and I've refrigerated them. You know, tomatoes ripen from the inside out, okay? And so they've been sitting out here ripening, and we've been eating and sharing, and eating and sharing. And at green, when they're green and firm, you can fry them. Some people make stews and soups. There's all sorts of things you can do. But I harvest them intentionally like this because I don't want, the predators to have my fruit. And they still get it. I've never been victimized so much in growing my food as I was this 2025 spring, summer growing seasons. And there are times that I thought I was just going to cry. Now, I know many people are talking about the same thing, but I'm talking about this for me. I'm talking about it for me. So, well, what I'm doing today, this is a Scotch bonnet. It's going to be just as hot if it was ripe. And the more ripe it is, the hotter it is. But this is Scotch bonnet. So, all got different types of peppers out here. I got tomatoes out here that are green. I'm not interested in the ripened tomatoes today, not for this video. I am going to preserve canned tomatoes today. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Now, what I have in this bottle here, okay, I actually had pickle juicers. I had this in here at one time. But what I did, it's store-bought. You can buy it on the shelf. You don't have to create your own brine if you don't want to. But my brine is inside here because I made some pickles out of cucumbers on August the 17th, 2025. And these are hot pickles. I took my cucumbers, I sliced them up, and I got peppers in there, got garlic in there, I brine, and that brine is kosher salt. I mix white vinegar and apple cider vinegar together to make my brine. In the big pot that I made, I think I had placed a cup of sugar, non-sweetener, called sugar, in that pot, and garlic, fresh garlic. So I removed the garlic pieces out of here, okay? But I also have placed in my pickle jar some chopped grinded, chopped garlic. So that's what's in here. But when I made my brine, I actually made my brine with fresh garlic in it. So it has some flavor. It's really delicious. This is all I have left from the big pot and the, I think I had 12 pints of the pickles, mostly hot, some mild. So I actually am going to make more of those and of the pickles, but today that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually going to slice. This is really simple. I have a sharp knife. Let me show you. This is a funnel. I'm not interested in this right now. So I'm going to slice this tomato. And I'm going to place them in the jar. And I have half-pint jars too. Okay. So the smaller tomatoes, like this size right here, I'm not going to slice. I'm just going to drop them like that. Just drop them in the jar. That's all. Okay. Let me take that back out. Just going to drop them in the jar. But before I drop them in the jar, I'm going to take this part off. Okay. This is really fun. I'm going to drop it in the jar like that. That's it. Some are going to be with hot peppers. Some will not. And if I run across some mild peppers, I'll add them in. But the majority of what I grew in my garden and what I grow are hot peppers. And I mean hot. So the lowest heat would be jalapeno, if you can imagine. Okay. I have chili peppers. I have cherry peppers. I have the hottest pepper in the world, which is still in my brain, Carolina Reaper. Yeah. I have habanero. You can't tell Mama J you like hot and mean it. Because I'll say, you really mean spicy? You really mean? There's a difference. Do you like to heat it up? Do you really like heat? And they'll say, oh yeah. But I like to have flavor. Oh, it's flavor in my heat. So, anyway, this is going to be really simple. So this is the top that I cut off. Okay. This can go in the compost. And I'm just going to put it to the side. On a tomato of this size, I'm going to slice it. All right. I had more larger ones, but I gave them to my niece, Amatula. You'll meet her, or you may have already. But the smaller ones of size like this, that take this part off. I'm just gonna slice that off. You know, this was the part that was attached to the stem. Here, see? This is where the flower was, and this is where the stem was coming out of. Okay? So I'm going to drop it in. That's it. That look hard yet? No. Once I fill this jar up, okay, I might as well, since I started these like this, I might as well go ahead and, this is a different shape. But, you know, is it edible? Yeah. So I'm going to take it down to where the top is off. I'm going to put it in here. That's the tall and the short of it. Okay? I'm going to make these be heated up. So this is going to be hot. But let me find, I don't have so many small tomatoes because I've already eaten them or made something else out of them. Okay, so I'm putting that in. And these can store with the brine, and I'm also going to place this. It's going to be wet bath. Okay, I'm going to take this after I filled it to where I can take it and put it in the pot that I have boiling on the stove of water and let it process so I can preserve it. After I put this liquid in, I'll put it on the, so I've already sterilized, sanitized, and cleaned and washed these glasses, these jars. And so I was ready to be able to do this. So I'm going to look around here for some more really small ones. Here's another one. I don't know how much this is firm. See? Beautiful. Now, here's one that's partially ripe. See? See? So we'll let that continue to ripen. And let me look around up here for some more small ones. These are real perfect small ones. Look at that. Looks like the size of a grape. And then right about now, my production of tomatoes are slowing down. But I'm still producing them. Today is September the 11th. 9/11 it is. 9/11. God bless those souls that went on. People lost their families. 9/11. And this is such a sad time. And I'm getting ready to do this to pick up my spirits some. So once again, taking this top off. Oh, I almost dropped that. Okay. I probably can get one or two more in here. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this one, but it's open in the top. It's a pretty tomato, and it really is open in the top. I don't know would I be able to do that, but I'm going to check it out because I may be able to get a couple of slices out of it. But what I'm really looking for are the tiny tomatoes. Look at how small that one is. They're all edible. Okay. I'm going to fill this jar as much as I can get in. And I have some small tomatoes. But I'm going to tell you, the Hoffenator tomatoes, oh my God, from Grow Hoff or Hoff Grows or Hoff Tools were delicious and very prolific. My friends that I shared them with said, oh my God, we have to grow these again. Thank you so very much, Mama J, for sharing those tomatoes. I gave them the plant because I'm actually going to put in an order. I think it's going to be tomorrow to order more plugs. Their new thing is called plugs. Transplants from, this one's a little too big. No, I'll press it down because I don't want to waste that. Okay, I think I better call this full. Maybe I can get a pepper in there. Let's see. And pick up the flavor on it. This is a pretty nice pepper. It's got a little hint of heat. So this might be one of my mildest ones. I'm going to cut it up to put inside of this jar. I don't know how much I can get. Now, I don't have any gloves on, and I'm probably going to wish later on that I had gloves on, so that now I typically put peppers down at the bottom, but I wasn't thinking. But anyways, it's in here. All right. There you go. Okay. So I have labels to put on mine. Now I'm going to pour this in, which is, like I told you, this is my own brine, but I'm using this bottle. It smells so good too. I'm going to take it up to the rim. Yep, that's enough. Oh, what am I doing? Put the top on here. Now I know I'm going to have to make more. So for what I'm doing with you, this is enough. So let's shake it up. There we go. Now, when I want to eat tomato and I'm in the dead of winter, I'll have these. I can ship them out to friends and family. I can share them. They can eat them like they are, or they can, put them in stews. They can do whatever they want to do with that. I don't know what their individual recipes are. So this is mild because I put a mild pepper in here. Delicious pepper too. Here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna shake it up, and then guess what? That's it. Place it in my pot of boiling water and let it process so that it can have long shelf life. As long as this is unopened, it's good. All right? If I open this or someone opens it or whenever they open it, then they need to refrigerate it. I can enter the date, which I will. Today is 9/11/2025. I'll put that down there with a marker. And I'm shaking this up so I'll make sure everything got. Sometimes when you shake it up, you leave enough the fluids go down all in between everything, and I got a little more room to add some more liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more liquid in here. This is brine. That's not hard to make either. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. And the top back on. Make it finger tight. And now it's going in my water, my boiling pot. And so there's one. I don't want to have them to the point where they're touching. Okay? All right, so this is a smaller jar. And that process in the water bath, like 20 minutes is good enough. And then, take it out, wipe it off, leave it on a mat, let it cool off, add the label, let it sit there. So I'm going to put slices in this half pint jar. Now, with slices, look, you can do everything you want to do with the whole ones. Easier to eat if you want to like that. Take it out, eat it, put it on a sandwich. I don't know what you want to do. Fry it, which is what most people do. Southern folks anyway. I'm scared to touch this right here because I don't have any gloves on. But this is the Carolina Reaper. Schofield in the 500,000s. What in a million? This is the hottest, Lord, and it's coming up in my face. I'm chopping this up. I don't have to, but I prefer chopping. So, put this over here on the side. There's seeds in here. I am going to save some seeds for next year. I love Carolina Reaper, so I'm dropping that in. That's one pepper. That'll be enough for this size jar. Okay? And I'm going to slice. First, I'm going to take this part off. Make it real thin to it. That's all I'm interested in, that part to come off. And then I'm just going to keep slicing. I can fry these. See? I'm putting it in. Put it in as much as I can, trying to make it so it's flat like that. Okay? This is just how easy this is. These are nice size slices, right? So I was talking to my cousin John. We call him Pete. We talk every day. And I said, "Do you like fried green tomatoes?" So he said, "Yes. Haven't had it in a long time." And he has a story to go along with it. And I said, "Well, what do you like the most?" And he said, "Okra." I said, "You ain't said nothing but a word." I said, "I will see that you get some pickled okra, and I'll have it in a jar." Now, look at that. Look at that. I would say that's done, but I'm going to try to get a little bit off of here. Let me see. My knife is not the best. See, can I get another slice up here? Okay, well, here's a piece with the last drop. I really want to put something else right there. Let me add one more slice. See, got it. There. Okay? You know, that's done now. And I add a little heat at the bottom of that. A whole lot of heat. Yeah, so this is going to be a half pint. Watching that juice go down. I can put carrots in here. I can put peppers and carrots in here. I'm not interested in that today. I'm going to put the top on. You can wipe the rim if you feel the need. I'm not today, but you can. You don't have to, but you can. So I just shook it up. There we go. It's enough to satisfy anybody's tongue, you know. We're going to eat in this house. So I'm going to put this now in my water bath. You don't want the jars touching each other. Okay? All right. It's as simple as that. It really is. Nothing hard about it. So I will show you my post processing of this. And I'm going to continue this right now. I'm not going to take up your time. But I thank you for hanging out with me and Mama J's Country Gardening. Because this is what I'm doing today with my abundance of tomatoes. My green tomatoes that I have. I am going to preserve them. So anytime I want a meal with tomatoes, let's go open up a jar. That's all I got to do. Open up a jar. This counter, I'm going to clear of all of my, let me show you my bag of peppers. It's a big bag of peppers right here. And I have more in the refrigerator. But I'm not sure I'll use all these today. I'm sure I won't. But I'm going to preserve I'm going to preserve tomatoes so that I will be able to have them when the summertime is over. I can have them fall, winter, spring. Yeah. So leave a comment down below if you will. I welcome you to. Oh, I guess I know why there was a hole in my tomato right here. Look at what I found. My. It's a worm. That's that tomato worm. Yeah, really? So he's just eating out the insides of it, getting real fat. See? Well, what? So that's probably what did that to this. Well, he's going to go away. Oh, my whole life. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. And he's having a ball. So that's what ate my tomato, because I couldn't understand it. I know I didn't have anything with holes in them. So it came on in from outside. Well, while I'm talking about this, I'm going to cut this one and see what's going on here. Oh, look at that. That's not going to be for me. Yeah. All right. I'm not even putting that in the compost. It's going right in the trash. He can have the rest of that. Yeah. And I bet that better not have another one up here, I'll tell you that. I had never had that experience before. And I don't know what's going on with this one. But this is not of interest either. Yep. All right. So, that's enough gory stuff, okay? This is a beautiful thing, what we're doing. But you know what? I'm going to be preserving my tomatoes, and I'm not going to take any worms with me. Nope. I know what's in my food. Do you know what's in your food? Yeah, I know what's in mine. These have been washed already in salt water, Epsom salt to be exact. And then I washed them in regular salt, and they've been dried. So now, after they dried a couple of days, now I'm ready to do this, okay? So, thank you so very much for hanging out with me in Mom J's Country Garden. And I wish you all the best out there. Please grow something. I'm going to get me a couple more jars. And yeah, and get the packing. Okay? God bless you. Thank you for hanging out with me and Mom J's Country Gardening. Please know that God is good all the time. And He's going to ensure that you don't go hungry, but you know you got to do something too, called drop a seed. Drop a seed. If you're not dropping a seed, then go to, your local gardening store. You can go to the big box stores and place a transplant. You can go online and order transplants. They call them plugs from Hoss Tools. I am not monetized by anyone. Okay, this is not a promotion that's paid. I'm just sharing with you what I do. So you can go to Hoss Tools or Grow Hoss and get plugs, cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, at this season, cabbage, if I haven't said that already, and blackberries. Go out on the website and check it out. Okay? HossTools.com or GrowHoss.com. Check them out. All right? They have a YouTube channel called Row by Row Gardening. I highly recommend them. And so check them out. Okay? All right. God bless you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me in Mama J's Country Kitchen. Hit that subscribe button. Share, please. Give me a thumbs up and hit that bell so you do not miss any future content. And go out there and check out my more than 300 different videos. They're all in peace, all good information. God bless you.